Howdy folks, you're watching my guide to killing the blood-starved beast, or as I like to call it, Miley Cyrus's vagina, because A, it looks like Miley Cyrus's vagina, and B, it has a poison effect, much like Miley Cyrus's vagina. So here, we walk in, we see it, it's flopping all over the place, it looks disgusting, you know, it's covered in blood, meat hanging out everywhere, it's just flopping around, you don't want to deal with that. Definitely you want to use your blunderbuss on this guy because there's no other way really to deal a lot of damage. He attacks hard, he attacks fast, very visceral, but the one loophole is what you can do is when he winds back for an attack, you can shoot him with your blunderbuss, and that'll stagger him and leaves a very large window open for you to parry, where it just looks like you reach to the side and, like, you know, mess around with him a little bit. And continuing with the vagina analogy, you're essentially a gynecologist, so congratulations. Like any boss battle, you gotta have a large supply of your medicinal heroin, and in this one especially, your Quicksilver bullets should be at full capacity. If you want, you could probably use the marrow that upgrades your Quicksilver bullets, but I don't think it's necessary because you're not really using your gun to deal damage as much as using it just to stun him. But, you know, it's a pretty self-explanatory fight once you get down to it, you know. Another thing you're going to want to have for this fight is just a ton of antidotes, because like I said earlier, he's got a poison effect, which means that when he hits you, he deals a certain amount of poison damage to your little poison meter up at the top there. You know, he gets one hit off you, it's about half a meter, gets another one, you already got the slow poisoning, as you see. I've got it right now. So you're going to want to have as many antidotes as you can carry, just in case. You know, you can grind in the area before this. It's really not that bad. You know, when I first started this fight, I wasn't really prepared. Like, my level was a bit too low, so one hit of his would take out half my health bar, and you know, that's not good with a boss like this who gets off a bunch of like really quick hits in quick succession. He's also got this really annoying attack where he'll pounce on you and just sort of rip you to shreds, and if that happens, you're screwed, kid. You know, you don't really stand a chance there. You can see here he's going into his final form. This one is a real pain, because as you can see, he's spewing out poison gas, where if you just sort of walk into those clouds, which sometimes are hard to see, you'll start getting poisoned. So that's why it's really important to have the antidote, because sometimes the poisoning is unpredictable, but you always gotta be prepared. At this point, I'm starting to get nervous, you know, palms are starting to get sweaty, you don't really want to get greeted, you don't really want to mess it up, because, you know, I'm getting right down to it. Here, it's a very close call, I almost died, I was poisoned, you know, just a sliver of health, but I did it, and at this point I was like, there's no way I'm gonna let him get the best of me this time. So just one last little parry attack, and he's down for the count. And you have no idea how happy I was to see this guy finally die. As you'll see, you get your first chalice. I do a little spinny dance, because what better way to celebrate than dancing. I also heard this guy's got a pretty big aversion to fire, so if you've got Molotovs, obviously throw them. The fire paper, very effective. But anyway, I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you for watching.